the Caps have been they're 500 in their last 10. They've been just sort of meh the entirety of their, this season. I should say 2022, they've been kind of meh.
Yeah.
They haven't been healthy and all that, and Carl Hagelin's going to be out, so maybe they don't make a big move, but you kind of hope that they add some sort of depth scoring because they need it really badly.
I wonder because we're talking about I forgot his name already. Brian McClellan, GM.
Yes.
Kind of basically said they're not going to be aggressive. And I'm just looking, maybe they're not going to be in on any of the bigger fish. You think they'd be in on Claude Giroux is a name I would have thought. But after that comment, I don't think that's what they're going to do. They're going to make the playoffs. Just looking at the table, I think it's going to be hard for a team maybe unless the Islanders make a hard push because they do have 5 games in hand. But other than them, I don't see Columbus making a push into the playoffs. I don't see Detroit. They're going to make the playoffs, but I guess from McClellan's perspective, I don't know if there's an addition out there that's going to put them over the top.
What's funny is if the Islanders win all those games in hand,
yeah,
they are 9 points back.
Yeah, no, of course.
So we can look at, I have TSN's trade bait board up here, right? Chikrin, no. Giroux, no. Sherratt, top 3, love to see it. Klingberg, no. Giordano, no. DeBrusk, I don't know if they're going to want a guy with, he has that qualifying offer at the end of the year. It's $4 million. Justin Brown doesn't work. Imagine if they got Phil Kessel. He's not going to cost too much.
No.
Replace Hagelin with a former line mate of his in Pittsburgh. Andrew Kopp, who knows what's going to happen with him. There are definitely names out there. What if they could stealthily, if it doesn't take too much, try and get Brock Besser? That's probably a bit too much. I don't want Samsonov, so don't call me about a True Lehkonen. There's Pavel Zach, no, because if there's a deal with Vancouver and New Jersey, Zach is going to go the other way. Maybe that's the guy. Maybe it's I like Copper Kessel. I'm kind of marrying myself to that.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, I can't see based on that comment. And GMs, the most truthful people on earth, obviously.
We're not trading PK Subban.
Never forget when Mark Bergevin said we are not making any trades, and then a mere week later traded for Eric Stahl.
Wasn't even a week. Or we're not trading Galchenyuk. Straight. We're not trading PK Subban. Get straight.
I can't imagine them going after a big name this time around.
Well, the thing I think what supports Kessel to go against you here is we know that it sounds like Kessel's value is nothing.
Right.
Which I don't get. Imagine, so we all know the Caps power play, I think, is maybe the health and the thing. It hasn't been as dominant as it normally has been. But imagine their second unit has Phil on it. That ain't bad, man. That ain't bad. Obviously, you never put them on the ice at the same time as Ovechkin because, let Ovechkin take all the shots. But, I think that could work. I think that could work really well for them. I hope so. At least. I want the – otherwise, it's just who are they going to go against in the first round? Probably Carolina or Florida. Oh, goodness gracious.
I'd be very interested to see that Washington and Carolina.
Don't forget they beat Washington a couple of years ago. So I think I think the Caps don't really. I don't see them winning a round, to be honest. Also, looking at the standings, I forgot to mention with the Leafs thing, they were within a point or two of the Panthers. Now all of a sudden, the Leafs are 4 points back of Tampa. Tampa have a game in hand, and this is the big one. Same amount of games played. They're 5 points back of Florida. That is why they this time of the year they need to have their game together.
Would have been real nice to get the 4 points.
Yeah, it makes all the difference, and then you're right there at Florida's heels. So interesting, man. Pittsburgh, New York in the first round. Oh my God, imagine that. That would be amazing. It's looking fun, man. It's looking fun.
I'm just looking at the East here. I would be very interested to see what of Tampa. Sorry, a Florida and Boston series would look like, because like Boston has had a weird year, and yeah, they don't have Tuukka Rask or David Krejci, but I think they just have this mentality of when they get into the playoffs. Brad Marchand's not easy to play against. That entire first line's not easy to play against, and I could just imagine the pain in the ass it will be for Florida, because nothing's going to get called Boston's way. Everything's going to go Boston's way. Sorry, is what I meant. In terms of penalties.
Yeah, I think Sam Bennett will have something to say about that. He just has to make sure he doesn't get suspended like he did last year. It makes you wonder if they pick up Sherrod and it's like him and Gudas, I think they could. Then again, yeah, if David Krejci just comes out of nowhere and signs back in the NHL for the year, which I wouldn't be surprised. The Bruins, I mean, you do still question them in net.
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, they're not going to. I think at the very least, I would say personally, they're not an easy out because it's Boston.
Right. But my question would be: has Sam Bennett ever been licked?
I don't want to. I'm going to take my mind out the gutter for a second and say no. But I mean,
Well, here's Brad Marchand.
Yeah, and what a dirtbag. He's gone quiet, eh? Brad Marchand. I wonder if he was talked to.
Again?
Calm down. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. The man is they don't have Char to keep him in line. Char actually had the password to his Twitter, probably.